Here I am at the final table. There's 8 of us left. I posted earlier when there was 15 people. We're down to 8. Um, I have 1,000,000 chips left on the small stack. Um, I'm in 8th position. I'm the big blind right now. These guys have some heavy stacks on them. This guy just raised me. I'm going to call him just to see what happens since I have ace 9. I'm just going to call and then check. He checked also. I'm going to go all in and see what he does. If I have to leave, I have to leave. He folds. I get the hand. I'm up to 1,000,006. All right, fans, you hear the cheering in the background, don't you? Look at that. Look at that. So that's right. It's Jewy John, the poker player, back. Formerly Jewy John, the rapper. Someone just shoved all in on me. I'm going to fold. And let's see what someone else does. Folds. So we're down to 7 players. Right now, 7th place, I'd get paid $454. I put $15 in on this 10,000 guarantee. First place is 2,700. So I'm playing for some coin. I've been playing poker for a while. I've cashed 12 times last year in live tournaments. I've cashed 4 times this year in WPTs in January, and then 100,000 in February. And then I won a tournament right before the coronavirus hit. So I've been doing fairly well of lately. And now I'm picking up my online poker player that I have not played in years. But it's interesting because there are a lot of people who don't know how to play on these games. So right now we're down to 7 people. And they're getting pretty aggressive. Let's see where Stevie's from. He's from the United States. The next guy is the plan from the U.S. This guy, ball players from the U.S., Switzerland, Mr. Wong. And then we got a Ukraine friend from earlier short, who I don't like playing with him because he's very aggressive. So we got 7 people left. So let's see what happens now. I've got ace queen. I'm not in a great position. I'm going to shove all in and see what everyone does here. I'll have to take my chances on ace queen right here. Why? Because I'm under the gun +2. There's 7 of us left. Ace queen's a good card for 7 people. It's good for 9 even. People are thinking about it. I hope they all fold. I just want to pick up. They all fold and I just pick up the blinds. All right, I'm happy with that. Ace 10. Well, another time, all in again, guys. I'm going to go all in again with ace 10 of clubs. Someone's about to call me because I think they feel that I'm lying here. And I think it's short. Nope, they don't. I'm back up to 2 million. All right, 8-10. I'm on the big blind. I had to put 120 in. Let's see what people do here. Let's see how far I'm going to go down and play. It's kind of interesting. This guy raised me. For me to call, it's another 136,000. A little strange of a raise there. But I got 8-10 offsuit. And this guy re-raised. So he 3-bet, he 4-bet. That means that short must really have something. I'm going to fold. He 3-betted me, and then he 4-betted. So that means he's got something really good here. I would say that he's got kings, queens, maybe even aces or ace-king. That's the range I put him on. And the other guy probably put him on that range because he folded. Now I have ace-4 of spades, which is not bad for what we have. If everyone else folds, I'm going to shove my whole stack. We'll see what everyone else does before I make a decision. All right. I said I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I put it all in against Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong is right here. He's from Switzerland. He folded. I picked it up. I'm up to 2.1 million in chips. All right, it's getting exciting, guys. This is getting exciting. Playing for some real money. I know some of you like to watch these, Fortnite players and these other players play their games. But I'm telling you, poker is probably better than Fortnite and any of these other games that these kids play. This is for real money. This is not for fooling around. This is some serious stuff. So right now, we're down to 7 players, all 5 from the U.S., 1 from the Ukraine, 1 from Switzerland. Right now, I'm fourth in chips. I came in as last in chips, and now I'm fourth in chips. I got to keep chipping up. Every time I shove, I keep doing okay. 7-3 offsuit. Not something I want. I'm going to hit the automatic fold button. I don't want to play that. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, the Ukraine guy raised. That's called a min raise. It went from 120 to 240. All right, so everyone folded to him, even though it was a min raise. A min raise, if I'm in that position, I call him. Queen 8 offsuit. I don't really love this hand, especially in the position I'm in. Remember, I'm under the gun, +2. Oh no, I'm gonna fold. I almost hit the wrong button by mistake. I'm concentrating on this. But right now, I feel I'm playing with a bunch of idiots. Oh, there he goes. He raises all in. 1,177,000, all his chips. Now what I want is I want someone to call him. I want this guy to plan to call because I want to see us to go down to 6 players, but he folds. I want people to go out. Now I got a pair of 6s. This is a tough one here. Either I shove or I fold. I'm going to fold to this guy. Normally pair of 6s, people would shove on that, all their chips in. I believe I was going to fold there. The Ukraine guy was in under the gun +1. That means he's right there, and he's got to have ace, king, king, queen, kings, queens. He's got to have something good to do a raise of that nature in his position. So where he's playing, meaning this was the big blind, he had to have a good hand. He's got king something. Up, and the ace popped out. And he checked, the guy in the big blind checked. He could have anything in the big blind. He could have 3-4 with the straight right now, but he reached out with 640. I put him on 2 pair right now. Oh, and he took it. He won the hand, and I'm glad I folded that. Now I got a pair of 10s. I'm going to shove all in on my pair of 10s. Not even going to play it. If anyone calls, they call. But a pair of 10s is pretty good with 7-handed. I'll take my chances with that. It could double me up. It could get me out of the game. Now it's up to the Ukraine guy. Short is his name. See him short? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He folds. All right, I'm up to 2.4 million. Ace deuce of diamonds. I ask you guys, the audience, what would you do? Most players in this position are going to call a raise if it's a min raise. If it's much more, 3x, 4x of it, they might not call. I'm not going to call him because he raised me almost 2.5 times. I'm not going to call him. Now ace 10, I would call him now. It's a much better position I'm in. Now I'm going to shove all in. And even if the guy calls, I still have chips left. Not a lot, but I'll still be able to continue to play. But ace 10 is a good hand in this position against Mr. Wong. He folds. Jack 6. So I'm on the button right now, which means I'm going to be last to act after the flop. But one of the big stacks raised ahead of me, so I need to come out of that hand. Anytime that happens, you know you're behind. You don't even want to be involved. You want to get involved when you think you have a winning situation. Right now, I don't think I have a winning situation with that hand that I had. All right, so he went all in the plan, and I'm in the cutoff position. I cannot call even though I like king 2 of spades. I fold. I want someone to call him, but no one's calling right now. Huh, this is a very interesting game I'm playing. No one's calling. 3-5. Sometimes I'm happy to get these cards. You know why? It's an easy fold for me. It's a very easy fold. I don't have to get involved. Stevie, who's one of the chip leaders right now, he raised 3 times. the blind, the big blind, means the guy in the big blind is probably going to fold, which he did. King 6, I like it. I don't like my position. I'm going to do an automatic fold on this one. Min raised by short. That means he raised only 2 times. And a shove all in by Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong, out of nowhere, shoves his whole stack. He's been quiet. Short should call him because he has 7.8 million in chips. It's only another 600,000, maybe 700,000, 704,000 more to call. If I'm short, I call because it's not that much more for him to call. It's 10%, 9% of his chip stack. But let's see what he does. I would call. Short's thinking about it. He calls. King 9 versus King Queen. Oh, come on, 9. Come on, 9. Oh, 855. Wow. I wanted Mr. Wong to go out on that one. But Mr. Wong won. Those are the times when you need, the player to go out. Okay, we got a raise right now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Short folded. He didn't call that. He folded. My mistake. How does he have 8.1 million in chips? Oh, they split the pot. That's how. Oh, my mistake. Mr. Wong didn't win that. They split it. Oh. Ace Jack. All right, I'm in good position. I'm hidden right now. People don't expect me to have a good hand. I would have to call an all-in right here from one of these players. These two would never do an all-in. I'll call him. It's 430. I'm going to raise Stevie an all-in on this one. See what short does first before I do that. Then I'm going to call him an all-in. 1,000,001, I fold. I do not want to get involved with him. If he did not do that, I fold. All right, we're on break. We'll come back in a minute. We'll see you soon.